Chelsea have just beaten Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final by a 0-0, and what a shite performance that was from Man City. They virtually offered nothing in attack the first half, and in the second half they still took time to get going. And it wasn't until Phil Foden came on and until they looked like doing anything. De Bruyne didn't really create anything today. Sterling was garbage, and I quite like Sterling. Obviously, he was one of my favourite players a few years ago for Liverpool until he stabbed me and the 55,000 other Liverpool fans in the back. Yeah. Anyway. City were lackluster. Just so lethargic. They didn't get going at all today until maybe the last 10 minutes when Chelsea just sat back and defended. Chelsea played the perfect game. They weren't even that great. They just played what they needed to do. I just said they played the perfect game and they didn't. They weren't even great. Just completely oppose yourself. What's the word I'm looking for there? Contradict, that's the word. But yeah, Chelsea just counter-attack City, and in the first half they were the better side. They completely controlled the game. The first half was a bit naff though, but any chances that did happen went Chelsea's way. Mason Mount had a particularly good game in the first half. He got subbed off though, so a bit worrying. And so did Kevin De Bruyne. Hopefully, both their injuries aren't as bad as they could be. It looked like for both of them. Well, for De Bruyne, it looked like an ankle injury, which ain't great. And I'm not sure what Mason Mount's problem was, but yeah, hopefully there's no damage done there. But the first goal for Chelsea, scored by Hakim Ziyech. Big mistake by Zach Steffen, the Manchester City goalkeeper. I've seen him play a few times this season in the cup games, whether it be the League Cup or the FA Cup. And he looks very average as a goalkeeper. Today, it was poor goalkeeping for the goal. He went out to when he shouldn't have done. And if you're going out to close down a striker as a goalkeeper, first of all, check to see if he's got anyone to play it to before you come out. And don't come out if he's in a wide position, because then the likelihood is there is going to be someone to play him for him to play the ball to. And for Timo Werner, there was Hakim Ziyech who had an open goal to aim at in the end. He went out, backtracked, and just stood still. It was so easy for Timo Werner to play it across to Ziyech, and a fairly easy goal for Ziyech, and that made it 1-0 for Chelsea. Christian Pulisic came on for Mount, and scored a brilliant goal at the end of the game, but he was just offside for it, unfortunately. He just dribbled past the whole defence and put it into the far corner. It was a very good goal. And so that this means obviously that the quadruple for Man City is off now. So do they go and spend another £200 million in the summer? Probably, but like, how can you spend the amount of money and have the squad that City have today and be that bad? That is the worst I've seen Man City perform in some time. I think the only performance under Pep Guardiola that I can think of that was genuinely that bad was, I remember in Pep's first season, they lost 4-0 to Everton at Goodison Park, and that was pretty horrendous. But bear in mind the defence they had back then compared to the defence they have now. they had either Zabaleta or Sanya at right back, and in the centre back they probably had either Otamendi, Stones. Was Demichelis still there then? I don't think he was. Mangala. And at left back, Clichy or Kolarov. Whereas now they've spent 400 million on defenders since then. And Ruben Diaz, even today, like, you can say what you want about him, how he's performed this season. Today he had a shocker. And just like, it was far too easy for Chelsea to get in behind Man City's defence today. And Thomas Tuchel is proving to be one of the best managers in the league this season. The change that we've seen for Chelsea since Lampard got sacked is phenomenal. And if they can continue this, then next season they definitely are title challengers, in my opinion. As regards to the top four, I personally think there's one spot up for grabs between 5 teams, because I believe Chelsea will get third place. I can't see anybody else getting third place other than Chelsea. So hopefully Liverpool can get fourth. I doubt it, but hopefully we can. That's pretty much all I've got to say. That means Chelsea will face either Leicester or Southampton in the final in a few weeks' time, depending on tomorrow's game, which I'll watch, obviously. And yeah, that's basically all I've got to say. Oh, and also, Fernandinho should 100% have been sent off. He should have had 3 yellow cards in that game. And he didn't even get booked for the first 2, and he nearly stamped in Mason Mount's eye socket in the first half on purpose as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.